Hustle Addict Radio HQ, representing kings of the rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest.
I'm the illest. Nailed it.
You can try, but I mean you can continue to try. It's all right. You'll get there eventually. Maybe.
One day.
One of these days. Who the fuck knows? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 450. I would call that a milestone, but it's just 450. We'll talk about it when we get to 500. Maybe in a year from now. Who the fuck knows?
That's gonna be a long time, buddy.
Yeah, we got to do something fun for 500. Like 500 is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
We should do something. It's a big deal. I mean, we got the 300, which is kind of a big deal, and then 400 hit. And that we got to do something for 5. We've never done the 50s of anything because we're just like whatever, 450, 350, 250, it's there. I think we got to do something big for 5. That should be big. Anyway.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. We'll figure it out when we get there. We are coming at you live right now on Twitter, on Twitch. Sorry, I called Twitter and Twitch and X and all that stuff.
Letters to make words to form sentences. Come on.
Maybe. I don't fucking know. I just saw a Cyclops with a side eye. So we are live on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook at Kings of the Rings Podcast and on Wrestle Addict Radio where applicable. We have not much to go over this week. We got Redemption to look back at, and we got to look forward to SummerSlam, or as we like to call it, oh my God, WWE forgot to book SummerSlam in Minnesota, and the ticket sales prove it.
More
Let
like,
me tell you this.
Shit, SummerSlam.
Yeah, pretty much. And by the way, that limited time deal to buy tickets is still ongoing.
Oh, so it's still limited. It's more like unlimited. God, who would have thought? I say this every single time. Road Dogg really held this company together because since he left, it's been a complete shit show.
Yeah, yes, it is. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the founder, the proprietor, the Styrofoam Stallion, Mr. 8.5 by 11, Will Tarashak. How are you?
I still love the Mr. 8.5 by 11. It's like Mr. Worldwide, but way lamer.
Yeah. It'd be a great shirt for you, actually. And this same Mr. 8.5 by 11 would just have like just a blank piece of paper.
Yep. Mr. 8.5 by 11.
Mr. 8.5 by 11. Willie T, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. It's good. It's very hot. Those thunderstorms gave me a scare like I haven't had since I was a child. But hey,
you need a thunder buddy.
'Tis the weather. Yeah, no, Jazz is also like scared of thunderstorms, so I had to go give her a hug in the middle of it. So that was cool. And I was like, man, I'm like recording something with somebody at 3:30. I'm like, these storms are still rumbling through, and it's 3:20. So they just passed just in time. So I was like, thank God.
Perfect. So we've got an interesting show for you this week. Like I said, it's going to be pretty streamlined. It's going to be pretty episode 500 KOTR Battle Royal.
Yeah, no thanks.
You know what?
I know who wins. We all know who wins.
Yeah, that's true, fair. But like let's expand on that concept, Charles, off air, because I think he has some wild ideas. And
I bet he does.
Oh yeah. Sideberg, Will, by the way, you should talk to Charles because Charles just started his own, I don't know what we're going to call it. He started his own LLC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, let's talk.
It's bartendering for events.
Okay. Yeah, definitely hit me up.
Since you have a ceremony within the year coming up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so just thought I'd send the message out to you, by the way. But anywho, back to some wrestling, folks. Last weekend we had, or over this past Sunday, AEW Redemption occurred. It was a pretty good little pay-per-view, and it was also a setup to what is going to happen at All In.
Damn, Willow won. The Claw lost.
Yeah, that was the big thing. One of the bigger stories coming out of AEW Redemption was Willow Nightingale won the AEW Women's World Championship, making her the first ever Grand Slam champion for a woman in AEW.
Good for her.
Yeah. So
she's a name I've always heard of over the years. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
She's a Long Island product, actually. AEW is really good with getting Long Island products. You have Chris Statlander from Long Island, Willow Nightingale from Long Island, MJF from Long Island. All three have been world champions.
Dude, wrestling in general, Long Island has a rich history with wrestling. Taz
that
from
no
Long
one
Island.
really talks about. Yeah,
Dreamers from Yonkers.
Dreamers from Yonkers. Yeah,
Foley's from Long Island.
Foley's from Long Island. He went to school with Kevin James.
Yeah, so like that's hilarious. That must dude. That poor science.
They were on the
teacher
same
had to do
amateur.
with those two.
They were on the same amateur wrestling high school team.
That's amazing. But yeah, Long Island has a rich history of wrestlers.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Bubba Ray is from Long Island, technically. You know, things like that. So yeah, Long Island has a rich history, which ironically no one really talks about.
Yeah, because no one cares about Long Island except people from Long Island.
But like our history of wrestling and even football and basketball in general is also very rich as well.
Just life in general. If you actually have the stomach to listen to someone talk about Long Island for like 12 hours, there's enough to talk about. Like there really is. Long Island is a very weird place.
There's so many hidden stories about Long Island that if you ask the right person, they'll tell you everything.
Yeah, like I do respect how much Long Islanders love Long Island.
It's a very unique place.
It is. It's
in and of itself.
I fucking hate it, but I respect you for loving it.
Yeah, but overall, it was a pretty quality pay-per-view. There were some setups that set up All In. So now, officially, now that Willow won, Willow is going, as I thought, the natural face versus the natural heel. Willow versus Mercedes at All In. Two people who have history together for the TBS title as well.
Okay.
So it plays a lot, but like I like Thekla. I think she's great, but it didn't really match up with a story for Mercedes.
Yeah, I think what my argument last week was star power. It's like who's the bigger name, and right now but at that time it was Thekla because she had a crazy run. So
she did.
But they went traditional wrestling, babyface heel. Can't be mad at it. It's the foundation of storytelling. So
and Willow and Mercedes have already proven that they do well together.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega beat Kevin Knight as we thought was going to happen. So now you have Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay at All In.
That's the match.
Yeah, they would be stupid to screw that up.
Yeah, it gives sometimes predictable is a good thing.
Yeah. Andrade won the national title.
I think I picked that one.
Yeah. Maya World surprisingly won the TBS championship from Hikaru Shida. So Hikaru pretty much was a transitional champion, which I thought was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks won their tag match, which was kind of crazy. And Cope and Cage won their tag match and retained the title. So now at All In, we also have Cope and Cage versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got to put butts in seats, and that'll do it.
Yeah,
they're doing a stadium, right?
It's Wembley.
Wembley, yeah. So you need a
It's something that's never happened before ever either. So it works there. So if I know we were talking about what if a New Day returns here, you can save it till after that. At All In, yeah, you can save it till All In.
Yeah,
you can save it to All In because that would be great. Because like honestly, I don't know if Kofi would do it. I know Xavier will probably do it, but we really need New Day Young Bucks
at some point.
Yeah, while they still can.
At some point. At some point. Matter when. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of when.
It's a matter of when and whoever they, And it's also Kofi's the oldest of them all, so it's a matter of does Kofi want to do another run?
I remember watching Kofi's debut match on WWE ECW on a random Tuesday. I'm like, who is this Jamaican dude? But goddamn, he had a great win streak going on too. I think ended up losing to Jack Swagger. His first match. I could be wrong, but he had that was like his gimmick. He had a long win streak.
Yeah. SOS, baby.
SOS.
But yes, Redemption, solid pay-per-view, nothing crazy. A couple of surprises there, obviously, especially with Maya World winning and stuff, but overall, solid quality wrestling by AEW once again. But here's what we're all waiting for. Will, you're looking for the results from this show, from our prediction battle. Yeah. And I will tell you right now, there was a dent made in Kay's lead.
Nice.
Small dent, but a dent nonetheless. So, which means which means still in first place, Kay with 86 points, but tied for second, myself and Will with 78.
Oof.
Yeah, I think got one more than you in the prediction score, so we tied up.
So you caught up a little bit.
Caught up. So yeah, we're only 8 behind Kay.
Kay, I don't understand how Kay does this. It's like they can read minds.
Kay did not do good at Redemption either. Like, I think none of us got above 50%.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, it's hard booking a show you don't watch.
I've been watching weekly too. I was like, well, they screwed me over as well. So, we're bound to have a little bit of a slop here and there. So that was a 10-match card. WWE SummerSlam is a 12-match card, so anything can happen. Like there's
2 nights though, 6 and 6.
Yeah, everything is still up for grabs. We're going to review that card in just a moment. But first, let's get through some other things going on in the world of professional wrestling, specifically NXT. And look who decided to join the party.
Santana.
Mike Santana officially joining NXT full-time, and he has officially changed his name to something that is meaningful to him. I think it's a family thing, but he is now going to be known as Cruz Montana. That will be his new name. He's actually, as of 45 minutes from now, as we're recording on a Tuesday, he will be doing his opening promo in NXT because he showed up after the main event with his classic Mike Santana entrance where he goes through the crowd. I hope he gets to keep that.
Yeah, I do too.
With his music, because it's, you know what it is? It's one of those things with Santana, because like we were at Slammiversary last year. And like his end's like, oh, he's running through the crowd, whatever. Everybody does it, but like he just gets the crowd going. He's walking through the crowd. Like
he has legit connection. Now I have no problem with the name Cruz Montana, but Mike Santana is just the better name.
I know. I think Mike Santana might be his shoot name. They know how WWE doesn't like to use shooting.
But it's like, dude, it's a great name. Just is. Mike Santana is a great name. It's like Mike Stanton.
Yeah, it is a great name, and I think he was caught in a bind where he had to change his name.
Yeah, so might as well make it meaningful. Cruz Montana.
You still get the Anna at the end, so there's still kind of there's still kind of like that word, that rhyme association.
Yeah, it's just Montana's fine. I don't like Cruz. I don't like Cruz.
Maybe Cruz has to be some sort of a relative. It's like Royce Keys. Royce Keys' name is based on like something from his family as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
there's meaning behind it.
From.
Great. Like I love that even more. But just Cruz, I feel like WWE is just like Spanish guy. I call him Cruz.
I know. Santana did come out with a video talking about his name change. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I mean, it'll grow on me. Royce Keys is kind of growing on me a little bit.
It takes, the more he gets featured, the better he is.
Powerhouse Hobbs is such a great name. It's such a wrestling name.
It was so good too. I wonder if he got blocked from. I wonder if WWE got blocked from music because like AEW like copyrighted.
AEW probably has the copyright to Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, oh, so close.
Unless Will Hobbs is his real name.
I think Powerhouse Hobbs. Well, he was going by Will Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He was going. So that might be his shoot name as well.
Powerhouse Hobbs, William Hobson.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah, Will Hobbs. Yeah.
Will Hobbs.
Yeah.
Close enough. So yeah, Cruz Montana officially in NXT. They also had Reina Volcan, who was formerly Nikki Martinez, show up on NXT as well. She's the first ever pure Dominican-born woman to be in WWE and NXT, and I will tell you, well, she is thick.
Good for her.
But like, oh yeah, she's like. So remember, she's like a Jordan Grace build, but thicker. Jordan Grace build, but thicker.
Goddamn right she is.
Yeah. So NXT is doing their kind of semi-annual beef up of new people on the roster and see what they go. But I will tell you this: Mike Santana, Cruz Montana, whatever you want to call him, this might be a short stint in NXT for him.
Well, I mean, it depends because NXT is in a rebuild right now, right?
Yes.
So you need that. Like he's like that independent, established guy. Because these new people are still young prospects, most of them. So you need that kind of industry veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that he's not really there he's there more to teach the young guys and get them ready than to get him ready for the main roster. He's just there for a little bit to learn the WWE system, move set, cameras, that kind of stuff. He's just there for someone to get TV ready. but he's going to be there a few extra months to get the other guys in NXT ready for their
ready. Yeah. But I can't wait for his movement, as I think because he's so authentically himself. If you ever watch like Mike Santana and TNA and stuff, but I think as long as he kind of keeps that kind of edge about him, he'll be fine on the main roster.
I agree. He's a likable character with that hard to describe cool factor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Look at him. He's in a leather jacket, nice necklace, pointing at someone. He just looks cool.
Yeah, he's just cool looking, and it's great. It's just I hope the best for him, because I think he's kind of that realistic character that WWE needs, and he does it so effortlessly. Like, you don't know if that's actually him or if it's his character.
Yeah, you don't know where the character ends and the person begins.
Yeah, and that's really, really good. Moving on to another big announcement from WWE, and a kind of confusing one, but WWE is going to be on Sirius XM satellite radio channel 156. It launched this Monday, July 27th. It is 24/7 WWE Radio, featuring past and new podcasts. They're going to be live broadcasting events, with the first one officially being SummerSlam, which will be live broadcast on radio. What's interesting about this is the channel that Busted Open Radio was on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so from what I've read and been told, number one, Thunder Rosa left Busted Open Radio, which only means one thing: they're no longer covering AEW. They have officially become a WWE product.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they got bought out.
Dreamer, Bully Ray are now, I believe, are Dave LaGreca. Are all going to be commenting primarily on WWE related stuff now.
Yeah, I wonder if their opinions are going to change, if it's good or not. I wonder. I wonder if there's going to be any biases or that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting.
Next, you're going to tell me they're sponsored by Blue Chew too.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes, because Busted Open's not going anywhere. They just essentially got bought out by WWE and TKO.
WWE, yeah. Well,
yes, it's an interesting one.
It's a move. TKO stock is down 10% this year, so that's great.
So yeah, it's interesting to see what they do with this. It would be this would be a bigger deal for me if I had Sirius, number one, and I had access to this, because honestly, this would be my background music for my apartment most of the time.
The podcast makes total sense. Old episodes, new episodes, that kind of stuff. But what are the live shows going to be like?
I don't know.
Because wrestling is very much a visual. It's not like other sports. Like baseball on the radio works great. You can kind of, if you have the right announcer,
basketball,
you get the idea. It's very quick. So, yes. But you can follow along with the ball in your head. Mm-hmm. Football, I don't know. I've never listened to football or other sports on the radio, but I'd imagine football wasn't that difficult.
It's not hard.
Because there's time in between. But
you can set up the play, yeah.
Wrestling is very, you watch it. You don't listen to wrestling.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this, how they put this together. Who does the announce calls?
It's Mike Vick. It's Vic. What's his name?
No, Vic Joseph.
Vic Joseph and Booker T.
Which is fine, because they're the NXT pairing.
Yeah.
And I know you don't watch NXT, but Vic Joseph is phenomenal.
I love Vic Joseph. Anytime I've heard Vic Joseph, I go, God damn it, we found our new Michael Cole when he leaves.
Yeah, Vic Joseph is absolutely unbelievable. He gets it. He's kind of like a Michael Cole mixed with a Morrow.
Yes.
Ronaldo a little bit.
No, he has a great voice, great energy, and an amazing name. Vic Joseph. His fucking hits.
The best part about it is he can ad-lib on the spot. Like if Booker T says something off color, he'll take a pop shot at Booker, but then he'll go back to the match. Simultaneously.
The problem with listening to wrestling is you have to know what the move they're calling is.
That is a problem, yeah.
Right? It's a 450 frog, 450 splash. Okay, frog splash. Okay, but it's a lariat. What? The fuck is a lariat?
It's a clothesline with emphasis.
Right, but Outside of wrestling, what is hilarious?
No one knows that.
No one knows. Like a frog splash, like, oh, it's like a frog jump. How a frog jumps.
That reminds me, I was watching the Hot Ones versus today with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Oh, that must have been fun.
And they were and Charlotte was talking about some experience that she had. She's like, "Oh, it's like taking your first bump." And Alexa Bliss goes to camera. For those of you who don't know, a bump is this.
Bump. For those of you who don't know, a bump is getting hurt in wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my! And Charlotte would be like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I meant." First bump.
Weirdo.
First bump in the ring. Wait, what?
What?
That's hilarious.
And Charlotte's like, "This is why I can't be friends with civilians."
God, and you know that had to all be ad-libbed too.
Yeah, because Bliss is like, "I know what you mean, but like we're on a public channel. People need to know what you mean by bump."
Yeah, people not in the know have no idea.
No idea. Yeah, no, it was great. So yeah, the radio thing is gonna be interesting. It's interesting to see how long this lasts. It's it's growing to appear now with this TKO integration and buyout of WWE and whatnot. It's getting to the point where I think like they're expanding too far. Like they're trying to reach a lot of corners, but maybe don't need to be reached.
It depends. It depends. Like 24 hours is a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of replays.
But it's like at the same time though, you own all of this old like Stone Cold Steve Austin interviewing Kevin Owens from 2017. Most of that conversation is still relevant.
Him and Taker.
Like those Broken Skull sessions, those can all be on there. Like you can repurpose a lot. Like even your old top 10 shows.
Yeah.
Like what was it they used to do on the network, that original show?
Was it top 10? Untold you can repurpose too, because Untold's pretty easy.
A lot of the Untold, it's very visual story, like audio storytelling. There's a lot of stuff you can repurpose for this stuff. So if that's the case, it's like, okay, yeah, no big deal. But that new stuff costs money to produce.
Yeah.
So in the case, what is your ROI? And how does that compare to the ROI of the free stuff, which is stuff you're repurposing? So
yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I could see it being relatively successful because Sirius as a business model is going down, especially since Stern retired or left or whatever the hell he did.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'll be hearing about this much. It's probably been gone 3 years. So yeah, my gut says this is I am more with you, but
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But now on to our main event today. SummerSlam is this weekend, August 1st and August 2nd. A very early SummerSlam this year, although last year was also really early as well at MetLife. From Minneapolis, Minnesota at the US Bank Stadium, which I'm very upset that I'm not going to. Not because I'm upset because I'm not going to SummerSlam. I've been to SummerSlam the most out of any Big Fours for the most part. Because, you had like 4 or 5 year stint in Barclays. Yeah. I'm upset because I really want to go to the stadium in Minnesota. Like, it looks awesome.
Yeah, Minneapolis looks like it'd be a fun place.
Yeah. Yeah,
it
seems like a great time.
As long as there's no riots.
Yeah, and which won't happen. But I also think the Twin, like Target Field.
Yeah.
Probably really cheap these days.
Yeah, probably.
Probably really cheap. It's going to be SummerSlam's going to be happening at 6 p.m. both nights on Eastern time, 6 p.m. So that means you'll be able to go out afterwards. And you won't have to spend your entire night watching wrestling, especially because there's only 12 matches on the weekend, 6 matches per night, and we're going to go through the entire 12 match card, not by any day, just by what we deem a level of importance, as WWE put it on their own website. So the first one, in and of itself, the main event of main events, as Seth Rollins said, apparently on WWE Radio, the final match on Sunday is the real main event. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Also, as we might want to call it, the finally can we put the Shield thing to rest match is what this is called.
Oh man, we've been waiting for this match for a long time though, like to actually do it right.
And not get a DQ finish or something wonky to come up. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. And this is probably going to be the final time we do this.
Here's the thing. No, it's not. Like, no, it's not. As long as like these two will retire each other. How much you want to bet? Like these two guys' final matches is gonna be each other. I think it's. I mean, because they've both been in WWE the same amount of time. They're both relatively the same age. This Roman has more kids. That's really the main difference between these two. Roman has more kids and a better legacy. Pretty much. But these two are tied at the hip forever. And
I will tell you this. Roman has a better entertainment legacy.
Correct.
I think Seth has a better traditional classic pro wrestling legacy.
Seth's the better wrestler.
Yes, which he said he did. I know you didn't watch Raw, but he did say this on the promo. He goes, Roman, you are everything they've wanted you to be. You're the biggest draw in the business. You're a box office. You're Hollywood. Blah blah. But you will never be a better professional wrestler than me.
Correct. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, okay. Okay. See, it's like your gold prize. That's Roman's argument. Your gold prize means nothing to me because look at my trophy. You have a medal, I have a trophy, and you're saying I'm better than you. You're like, okay.
Yeah. And no, Charles, we're not going to have a Dean Ambrose and Cassius Ohno.
Oh no. Yeah, but this match is going to slap. I am pumped for this match. Rick, I know you're a little like poo-pooing on it a little bit, which is surprising.
I'm not poo-pooing on it
because you've been calling for this match for years.
You know what it is? No, I like it for a lot of different reasons. My poo-poo is this, and it came to me the other day. There was an old Talking Smack segment. Speaking of old things, they could probably repurpose for WWE Radio. There's an old Talking Smack segment when Big E was still an active performer and Paul Heyman was on the show, and they talked about Big E going solo. And at the time, the idea was Big E was going to go solo and he was going to have a great career. And he did, until Rich Holland dropped him on his neck and ended his career. But Paul Heyman was just like, you can be as good as Roman. He goes, when's the last time people saw Roman Reigns and talked about the Shield?
Exactly.
And at the time, it was a good point.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, oh, we're still talking about the Shield. Like I get it's the connecting tissue with them, but they have accomplished so much more after that.
They have, but they haven't talked about the Shield for either of them in a long time. It's only
since like maybe WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, it's like it's only when they're together does the Shield come up. So like I understand Paul Heyman's point, but unless it's relevant, they don't try and they don't shoehorn the Shield in for the sake of like member berries. They bring it out when it makes sense because it was only about 13 months or 15 months of their career, the whole Shield. It was just a little over a year. That was their whole run. Or they mentioned like, I thought it was interesting in the video package was like they're reforming the Shield was a mistake. I'm like, wow.
I was there when they reformed it. I don't consider that a mistake. It was one of the quickest T-shirt purchases I've ever bought.
Fair, but like Roman and Seth, like in kayfabe, both said it was a mistake. But I think that's also the truth coming out in fiction. Yeah, I think it was a mistake. But nowadays, like since then, you never hear about the Shield. You only hear about the Shield Rumble when Seth came to the Shield entrance.
That's such a beautiful troll job.
Yeah, exactly. Mania 40 with the sacrifice and a chair shot, and Roman's. But then again, Roman's Achilles heel has always been the Shield.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of those things, and that's why I'm so torn about this. Like, Roman could go on to win. Seth ended up, quote unquote, looking strong at the end of Raw last night, too, especially after he was like, he brought up in his promo, he was like, they were talking about this, like, he goes, I remember WrestleMania 31 when all of your family was in attendance and I came and cashed in and your family left crying. He goes, I hope your family's in attendance again this weekend at SummerSlam. He's like, so they can be reminded that you're always going to be my bitch.
What he should have said is, I hope your kids are there because they weren't alive yet the first time.
Well, he didn't say that, but he said, I hope your kids are there too, so they can see that their daddy's my bitch, or something like that.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, your kids need to experience this firsthand and know they weren't alive the first time.
Yeah, and it's a crazy thing. And you know me, I'm always a proponent of like every legend, especially in pro wrestling, always needs an Achilles heel.
Yeah. And Seth
is Seth Roman's. So,
but at the same time, Roman is also Seth's, because Seth can be as great as he wants and as great as he can get. Roman's on a different level.
Roman's the mountain he can't climb.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, Seth is the monkey that Roman can't get off his back.
Yeah.
So that's why it works. Like, that's why it works, because they're each other's Achilles heels.
Yeah. So like, what is it? Except to bring up the point, but in an actual wrestling ring, Roman has never beaten Seth. When Seth came back from the knee injury, Seth beat him, and that's when Dean cashed in, and that's when we started the show, or started my iteration of the show. Your era of the show. Yeah, your my era of the show. Reign of excellence, goddammit. And then when you had the Royal Rumble, Roman DQ'd himself.
Yeah.
So there is that. Does Roman finally get over this hump, or is Seth still in his back pocket? It's hard.
It's extra hard because if this is the final time, Roman wins. That's my only caveat. Is this the final time? Because if it is, Roman wins. If it's not, what's the point of Roman winning? Because there's no point to do it again. So that makes me lean Seth.
I'm leaning Seth too. One, because I think Seth always getting the one up on Roman. Roman can get everything else except get over Seth.
Yeah.
I think it's a great story. Number two, it wasn't that long ago where Roman, I think it was in GQ or whatever, looking like a fuckboy. But in GQ being like, I don't have much time in wrestling left.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The last match between these two, Roman will win. I think that's very clear. It's matters is that now. And I don't know. I really don't know.
Either. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to say Seth.
I'm going to go with my brain and say Roman.
Yeah, we're going to have to be split on that one. Because honestly, it is a toss-up because like creatively, you can go so many different ways.
Yeah. And it's like they are... The bloodline has jumped the shark for me completely. It's just kind of like I don't mind Roman being head of the table. I don't mind him being a tribal chief, but like there's nothing left to tell with this storyline.
I find like if we're gonna put on our booking hat real quick, I feel like it should be. This is obviously up to them, but creatively it should be like they can all be related because they are all related in bloodline. And in storyline, but like I think for a lot of them currently, the bloodline is a hindrance to the progression as a performer.
I agree.
I think it might be better if like
it only benefits Roman.
It does only benefit Roman, but it could be like they can go on their own. But like if they ever need to seek counsel or Roman feels like they're doing something wrong, Roman can pop and be like, "Hey, you're screwing up."
Yeah.
Or something like that, but not be solely connected to him at all times.
It's definitely brought Jay down, and he has character.
Because they brought him back into it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and he kind of has a character mix match because half the time he's like happy-go-lucky yeet, and the other time he's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, this is about family. It's like, bro, you getting divorced. Like, shut the fuck up about your family. Like, it's like but you're right. The bloodline is weighing Jay down, where it's just keeping
weighing Jacob down too.
It's keeping Jimmy relevant. It is weighing Jacob down to an extent, but it's also kind of elevating Solo as a thing on his own.
Yo, Solo's so funny.
Like, if they, like, I think the only thing you can do left with bloodline is actual civil war. Again, but it's like way better.
Yeah, it was. There was a funny segment because the Usos did a segment towards the end, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go out. We're gonna take the shot on Solo's kill," and all of a sudden you hear pew 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 bang bang, and it's Solo coming through the crowd. I was like, "That's perfect."
Yeah, he's found something. I don't know what it is, but it exists.
You know what it was when Solo got screwed over a couple times storyline-wise. Jacob Fatu got really hot, and that was supposed to be Solo's spot. But then Solo was essentially like they're heavy in the bloodline for such a long time, and so he wasn't able to show off his personality.
Yeah.
And then they kind of gave him his own thing. You saw hints of his personality, like, oh, this guy's actually kind of funny. And then they kind of broke up Solo's MFT thing, thank the Lord. And now he gets to kind of like be more of a character.
Like I was like, bro, why are you wearing gloves?
He's had that forever. He's had that. I know,
but it's just like, dude, your whole finisher is the thumb to the throat. Why are you wearing gloves? You don't even take the gloves off. Why are you wearing gloves?
He looks like a Samoan version of The Weeknd, to be honest with you. That's
exactly that's exactly what it is, with a big gold chain. It's just like, what? You're wearing a turtleneck, gloves, and a gold chain. What is going on here?
I'm like, you must be hot.
Yes.
You gotta be hot. Dude.
You're probably smelly. Solo smelly and sweaty.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's great. So Roman, Rollins, main event of main events. Flip a coin, see what happens. Moving on to the night one main event, or the pseudo main event. Undisputed WWE Championship, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes in the AEW Classic. Essentially, is what I've nicknamed it at this point. The match that started with when and when occurred.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. It's a matter of what do you really do here? I mean, there's a lot of my gripe with this, even though I won and I think it's great, they didn't have as good as a build as Roman and Cody have. I mean, Roman and Rollins have.
How could you? It's not fair.
There's enough story there, and there's enough people that are like marks that know about the Punk and Cody lineage, even outside.
Bring AEW stuff into this, though?
That's the issue.
Do you want to bring another company into your main event?
That's the issue. Like, how do you circumvent referencing AEW without referencing AEW?
Even saying the other company, it's like, ooh, it's like, well, just if you're gonna say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, I'd rather them not do it than pussyfoot around the conversation. Have the conversation or don't. And they chose don't.
Yeah. And unfortunately that's what's missing, but that's the business we're in.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree. I don't know. I just don't care about this match. Like when they teased it after Mania, I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure. Who's the heel?
They're heels to each other.
That's what I mean. If Punk was a heel, I'm in. 100% I'm in.
Yeah.
I like two baby faces when I want both of them to be heels. Honestly, if Cody turned heel, I think it'd be incredible. I think it would be another skyrocket like Roman Reigns was when he turned heel.
I think Cody turning would be great. Like I want a full turn. I don't want the blonde hair anymore. I want the natural brown. Yeah, natural brown or jet black hair.
If Cody turns heel on CM Punk and wins the title back, I'm very happy. I don't see it happening.
He's too good with kids.
I have no idea. They kiss at the end. That's what happens. They just kiss again. I have no idea what happened in this match. What did Kay pick? That's what I'm going to pick.
I don't know. What did Kay pick?
Kay definitely picked Punk. I'm crazy for CM Punk. Like, I'm dumb for even asking.
But I'm going to pick Punk. I think you can do more with Punk than Cody right now.
Yeah,
because I feel like if Cody wins, it goes back to those same old Cody.
I agree. You don't hot potato the title, it's to hot potato it again.
Yeah.
I'll go Punk. I'll go Punk as well. You
can't have Punk lose two big matches on the two biggest events of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. You lost to your two other QB1s.
Yeah, you got to give Punk something. And Cody can take a loss.
Punk is the clear number 3, though. Like, it really is Roman, Cody, Punk.
Yeah. It is. And, outside of Roman, Punk is probably the second biggest babyface.
And then Seth Rollins is number 4.
That's always a little bit behind.
He's just but that's like out of all those people, Seth's the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best characters. Great promo. We can Seth, tit for tat, is on par, if not better, than everyone on that list, but just vibes. He's number 4.
Pretty much. That might be the show title. Just Vibes.
Just Vibes.
Just Vibes. So I think Punk gets this. Cody can take a loss. It'll be perfectly fine.
Agreed.
On to the match that I really wish wasn't happening, but we're getting it anyway because ESPN and Brock Lesnar.
I'm in. I love this match.
Hell in a Cell, Obafemi, Brock Lesnar. Obafemi saying, "Hey, I won King of the Ring, but that doesn't matter anymore to me. I don't want to win a world. I don't want to win a world title. I want to face Brock again because he kicked me in the nuts." Oh my God. bad. It's just the build sucks. The whole build sucks.
Yeah, I think this is one of those where it's like, okay, well, the end justify the means, because the end result's going to be phenomenal.
I sure as hope so. What I didn't think was phenomenal, I want to hear your opinion on this. So they started off Raw. They're in LA, by the way. They're at the Intuit Dome. They started off Raw with a quote-unquote weigh-in. So Triple H is in the ring. Oba comes out with security by him, and they lower the Hell in a Cell. So they do the weigh-in with the Hell in a Cell planted on the ground.
Yep.
Oba weighs in. Brock comes out next with Paul Heyman, and he doesn't get in the Hell in a Cell. Instead, he takes chain and a padlock and locks Oba Femi in the Hell in a Cell and walks around. And I was like, I don't know who thought this was an okay idea to do, but all right.
Yeah. Hey, can you lift the cage? Yeah, lift it up. You know how you brought it down? Just bring it back up.
Bring it back up. My first.
Oh God, where was Road Dogg? Road Dogg would have seen this detail.
My mind, I mean, when I saw this immediately went to, all right, so we're locking the giant black guy in a cage from the country white guy. All right.
who I didn't think of that, because Brock Lesnar did call him boy as well.
Yeah, you're locking the giant black guy in a cage with a bunch of cops while the white guy roams around free outside of the cage. All right, WWE. And ironically, that wasn't the worst thing that happened on Raw. Yeah, Ryan Garcia was involved on Raw in a weird way.
Great. Yeah, that one, geez, that one went right over my head. I just thought,
Ryan Garcia?
I just thought lift the cage up.
No, logically speaking, you could have just lifted the cage up. For a second, I thought Oba would just like rip the cage door off, and I was like, "Oh, that would have been a fun visual."
Yeah, that would have been.
But no, he just paced around the cage with Brock. I was
so
like,
what did Oba do in the cage? Just like.
So he did the weigh in. He followed Brock around the cage. Oh. Brock never unlocked the cage, and apparently Paul Heyman was like, "Oh yeah, Brock weighed in earlier. He's also 303 pounds. Also, Oba dropped a ton of weight. Like he's getting in shape now. Like he looks great."
Good for him.
Absolutely great. And then Brock gave him the finger, blah, blah, blah. And then Oba beat up all of the quote unquote cops.
Oh, another reason why Roman wins? Because he's going to face Oba next. That's a better match.
It's the match that should have happened at SummerSlam. You might be right when Roman wins.
Oba versus Omen is better than Oba versus Seth. It's the better match.
Yeah, the ruler beats the tribal chief. It's the match we should have had this SummerSlam. But we're not. And I wonder, and you're going to it becomes a Money in the Bank situation, but does Oba still have the rights to the King of the Ring title match?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's hope, because that's going to be real funky. Because you can theoretically have Oba with King of the Ring. You can have a Money in the Bank winner. And if it holds on long enough, you can also have a Royal Rumble winner all at the same time.
Yeah, going for 2 titles.
Or going for 1 title. It could be a giant calamity.
You know what? I want to see Oba Femi win Money in the Bank. And they're like, oh, shit.
Totally forget. It's something that would totally happen, though.
Yeah, and this one goes, hey, Paul.
We got a problem.
it's like one of the film editors for like the Untold, whatever the hell it is called, Unreal. Yeah, it's like one of the editors of Unreal is like, Mr. H. Got a little something to show you.
Oh, fun fact! I'll have to tell you when we're actually off air, but we have a slightly closer connection to H than you think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. But back to this match. I really hope it's the last time we've seen Brock. Yeah, it's got to be. Please, Brock, just leave.
This has to be.
You got Minnesota. Yeah,
this has to be a main event.
Who knows? Because again, it's ESPN, and ESPN loves Brock. Every time Brock has been featured on the card, he is always a match on ESPN. So this might be a first-hour thing. I think it's stupid, but it could be a first-hour thing.
Do you start with Brock? It's the first match. It's like, but
okay. That is unbelievable. That would be wild to do. absolutely wild. You start a PLE with a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah,
that's absurd. Unless you give him the first hour. You'd have to give him the first hour. You can't do a 15-minute Hell in a Cell match. That's freaking stupid.
Yeah. How long? How long was Brock and Taker's? Because that's the last time Brock was in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
I forgot that match even happened, to be honest.
Yeah, it's happened twice in Hell in a Cell, and Brock's.
I know the original one was from like 2003, and it was great.
Yeah.
Taker had the cast.
So, the last Taker Brock match I remember, it was at SummerSlam when I was there, when they both lifted up and Brock laughed and Taker laughed back at him.
Taker laughed back at him. That was so...
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the weirdest moments in wrestling.
It was so good.
It was great.
So one time you see like Taker slightly break character.
I know. It's like, oh, he is broken. I think he had to have broken character.
Oh, he had to. He had to a little bit. But yeah, Oba wins. Hopefully this is the end of Brock, and Oba finally gets to move on from this and actually be the guy who's dominant in WWE without someone going to kick him in the balls again.
Please, oh please.
Please, for the love of God. We shouldn't have gotten here anyways, but we're here, and that's what we're going to work with. Moving on to the lower half of the card, the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. You heard it first, folks. So, Rhea Ripley, to reiterate, Rhea Ripley is injured. She cannot compete. So, in lieu of her releasing the title, we are creating, in a very UFC and also championship boxing style, you create an interim champion, and at some point, the interim champion faces the champion that was injured to unify and create an undisputed champion, so on and so forth. To do this, we are doing a ladder match with qualifying matches with one spot that is still left open. But currently, the people who qualified are Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, United States champion Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, which would be a perfect thing for her to win, and an opponent to be named, I think, on SmackDown is the last qualifier, which I believe Julia is one of them, facing somebody else. Interesting thing to point here is that Nia Jax has been in two of these, and she's been screwed over twice to qualify for this. So Nia Jax is still a play for probably that last spot. I don't know what they do with it. But based on who we have here, my heart says just give it to Chelsea Green.
Agreed. But
they're not going to.
It goes to Charlotte.
Charlotte Rhea again? Yeah.
Unless Rhea's out for an extended amount of time and Charlotte loses it. Because Charlotte should still have to defend the title.
Yeah, so Charlotte's going for I think she's on 14. She's probably going for 15 if she gets this. But does this count as a legitimate title hold if it's an interim?
Yeah.
Okay. So then here's my thing. So if Charlotte wins, she gets 15. If she beats Rhea, is that 16? Or is that just 15 solidified with no asterisk?
15 solidified.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say either way it's 15. Just 15.
Yeah.
I think that's the right way to do it.
I agree.
Because I wonder, if when UFC does it, they have the interim title, right? That's a one-time champion, and then they beat them and they retain. It's just retaining the title. It's not a new title; it's retaining the title.
That makes sense.
So it'd be like the person who was originally champion lost the title.
Yeah,
which is the same title that the other person's wearing.
Yeah, I would love. Again, I would love.
This is the perfect time
run.
to give to Chelsea. If you were to give Chelsea a title run, this is the time to do it.
Give it to her. Rhea's out. See what she does with it. I bet you she kills it as a interim champion.
Yeah,
I bet you she kills it. Like I said, I think Julia's in the qualifier. I forgot who Julia's facing in the qualifier. Again, I would love Chelsea to do this because honestly, it's an interim. What's the harm? That would be my pitch. Yeah. What's the harm?
Yeah, there is. When you got nothing, you got nothing to lose. She's
killed everything. I was like, her being the U.S. champion as a Canadian and doing all these presidential addresses all the time and she had the secret Herbis and the Patriots. It's gold. What could she do with the WWE Women's Championship?
Problem is, it's comedy. That's it. And comedy does not belong in the main event. I think that's the reasoning.
I think that's what's holding her back.
And I can't say I completely disagree. Because, I think when it comes to quality entertainment, the bottom of the rung is comedy and horror. It's just how this is how it is. What's taken most seriously. Main events typically related to drama and something serious.
I still think Chelsea's character can change to be dramatic though.
She could, definitely. I think she has the potential. But her shtick and her success is to being unique and just like hilarious. Which is great, which is important for it's a guaranteed spot on the show most nights. It's not a main event act. And I think that's their thinking.
Which is a shame because then that limits somebody's ability to change. And all of the best characters in professional wrestling have always had some sort of character change where they ramp it up or they lower it. Like Sami Zayn's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn was serious, became comedy for a while, like when he was Shinsuke's manager and dancing all the time.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So funny.
Ridiculous.
And then he did the Johnny Knoxville Jackass WrestleMania season, which very entertaining.
Yep. Amazing.
And then he came back and did the Bloodline and Sirius and then the betrayal of the Bloodline. Like they gave him layers. So like you can be kind of a comedy and you can fluctuate. You just have to give the person the ability to fluctuate.
Yeah. Has she ever been a serious character in WWE though? That's gotten over.
I think, when she was a newbie and she faced up against Charlotte a couple of times, she didn't even have a character. She was just Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
And then she got injured.
So now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now. We know outside she's played like the psychotic chick.
Yeah. She can do it. They just got to give it a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Will they? I don't think so because they see her as the comedy shtick.
Yeah, which is a shame. Because again, this is an interim champ. Like I know I poo-pooed the interim a couple of weeks ago, but it is also the perfect stick to be like, give somebody a shot and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Risk. With that being said, Charlotte and Rhea is the safe.
Yeah, I'm going with Charlotte.
Absolutely safe bet. So because it's the match we were probably going to get anyways.
Eventually. They did the injury angle on Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
So Charlotte's the singles again.
Yeah, so we're gonna go Charlotte. Moving on to the my god, we saw this a couple of months ago match, the Women's World Championship match.
Last month.
Last month, you're correct.
A couple weeks ago.
Yes. Women's World Championship. Io Sky, the Queen of the Ring, actually using her Queen of the Ring championship to go up against Liv Morgan, who, guess what, Will, is her first title defense in her 100+ day reign as champion. Wow. Yeah. So keep that in mind.
I think Rhea's defended more times than that.
And she's injured. Yes. Keep this in mind. We have a new Intercontinental Champion because Raquel beat Sol.
I did see that, which I was very surprised.
With a lot of help, but it was fun. And I think at this point, I feel like they typecasted Sol Ruca a little badly. And she's, in my opinion, I think she's underperforming a little bit, but that's going to happen when you first get there.
I agree. And her promo, she can't talk. And her ring work is a little clunky.
Her transition hasn't been the greatest.
And Raquel, 1,000%. I think Raquel, you get more juice out of Raquel. Raquel deserves that title completely. She's worked her ass off. Yeah,
I thought it was going to come quicker than this, but she finally got it, which good for her. And so now you have an interesting Judgment Day dynamic.
Yep.
Like if Liv loses, Raquel's now the top dog by title.
Yep.
Yeah. So what happens there? You can do Judgment Day is like the cockroach faction that just keeps going for some reason.
In the end, then they keep hating each other. They keep turning on each other.
Yeah. So you've got an interesting dynamic where the top two women's titles on Raw are in the same faction for now. And who does someone turn on who? Does that start to create a rift? Like I like the idea of Liv losing and now having to answer to Raquel. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Or how Raquel responds to Liv still bossing her around.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Be that as it may, Io's like your safest bet in all of women's wrestling to hold any title.
Yeah, she's always believable as champion.
Yeah. She's all believable. She's always good. The fact is, can Io beat Liv again for the 2nd time?
Who does Io go up against next then? Or does she continue?
There's got to be a surprise return at SummerSlam. I think.
Like, who's on the women's roster on Raw? Soul.
Here's the thing.
What's her name? The fucking Vision girl.
Oh, Maxine. Who great heel turn for her.
Stephanie could come back.
If Stephanie comes back, honestly, either of them can win. But we did see a teaser of it, like I think the couple of WrestleManias ago when Io was champion and Stephanie came out as the NXT champion, and we got Io and Stephanie. I would love to see them revisit that for a proper program. Like, I like that a lot.
Are Paige and Brie still tag champs?
Nobody lost the Fatal Influence in Saturday Night's main event.
Oh, that's right. Are they delegated to a specific show? Because I would like to see Paige on Raw.
I know the Fatal Influence trio is relegated to SmackDown. I don't know about Nikki, Brie, and Paige. I don't know exactly where they're at roster-wise.
I would like to see Paige on Raw.
I would too. Because
Raw needs some star power. That's why Liv has defended. Who does she has to go up against?
Yeah. And here's the thing. If Stephanie's ready, you don't need to see Stephanie and Liv again just yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though you kind of clamor for it because they kind of got hosed at Mania. You know, they kind of got hosed, unfortunately, because they had beautiful entrances. The match was just really quick.
I know.
It's
such a disappointment.
It was for a very well built match. So you can.
It was so well built. That's a thing too. Yeah. It was. I don't know. I like Liv though. I love everything that she's doing. She's
all time.
Yeah, it's crazy how she just clicks into that character, and she's very, very good. It's amazing how much we hated her a few years ago.
Yeah. God, remember when we saw her on NXT when she was like the girl from Jersey eating pizza?
Uh-huh.
Like she didn't know what the hell she was doing, and then now she's figured it out beautifully.
I'm gonna go on a whim here. Liv retains.
I'm just
actually, no, I take it back. I'm going EO.
You're going EO.
I'm gonna go EO.
I'm gonna go EO as well. I think what you need here is you need women who are gonna like the promos are gonna be fine because if Stephanie can speak good enough English, EO can also speak good enough English. If not, you can have.
Oh, that is true. That'd be a rough promo. Those two.
Yeah, but I feel like it could work, especially to do like video packages, what they've done before in the past. But I think the compelling story is like Io becomes champ. So what do you do? What does Liv do now that she's not champion anymore? And now you have Raquel, who's like,
she's a hissy fit.
If I'm booking a story, that's what I'm booking. Like how did they recover from all of that?
Yeah.
So Io for our choices. I forgot who K picked, but we'll move on to that. On to. This match is my most anticipated match all weekend.
Yeah.
Penta, Mr. Lucha Libre himself for the most part, the Intercontinental Championship, going up against reformed bigots, pretty much Chad Gable, reformed luchador, coming off of did you watch Mask vs. Mask yet or not?
No.
You need to. Coming off of Mask vs. Mask and redeeming himself and now getting an IC title fight. Chad's in Minnesota, his hometown, yet again. We forget that Chad Gable was the one that broke Penta into WWE because that was Penta's debut match on Raw. They already have great chemistry together. Yep. You kind of already have the story there of now Chad respects luchas and Penta and the rest of the Lucha Libre family has forgiven him. So it sets up for this is technically face versus face. There's
a lot of those on this card.
But there is something I feel like this is going to be something. We've said before, Chad Gable has the worker's curse.
Yeah. There's something, something's going to happen. I get it. There's a stink in the air. It's like, okay, Chad, you are so vanilla, white meat, baby face to a point where it's like, I don't believe you. Anyone who apologizes that many times doesn't mean it.
So I don't know if it's a heel turn, but I'm for like a pure wrestling perspective. I think this is going to be the best match from a wrestling perspective on the card.
Yeah, probably.
Chad's going to have that baby face kind of pop because he's in Minnesota and everything. So the crowd's going to be behind him. Penta's just going to be Penta because he's just cool as shit. and they're just going to go bananas. I hope they get a lot of time. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope they get a lot of time.
All these matches get time, unlike WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's 6 matches a night. You can give them some God. They should at least be going 20 to 25, if not 30.
A lot of them probably, yeah. 30 minutes is long.
30 minutes is long. I mean, if you take out the entrances, give them like 20. Give them 20.
Yeah.
At least. Some need to go longer, like Hell in a Cell needs to go a little bit longer. But for here, I think you cap off at like the everything lines up. I think you cap off a Chad story with Chad winning the IC title. He has never won a singles title in WWE.
That is crazy.
For all the work he's done.
Yeah.
Remember long-haired Chad from American Alpha?
Workers Curse gets the Workers title. I do remember Chad from American Alpha with the greatest theme song ever. One of.
Yeah. Do you know I have American Alpha's towel?
Oh my God, I forgot about you had
the Ready, Willing, and Gable?
Yeah, Ready, Willing, and Gable.
So when Dave and I went to Mania 33 and we went to Access when it was called Access, the first people we went to were Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. And I had them sign the towel.
Gable,
so I have
Gable,
I have the signed
Jordan. That's awesome.
I have a signed Ready, Willing, and Gable towel.
Jordan. That's awesome.
Yeah. So my official pick is going with Chad Gable. I think he lived through Shorty G and didn't get fired and lived to tell about it.
Dude, Jason Jordan.
What
a what if scenario. He's Kurt Angle's son. He had all the potential in the world.
Yes.
Thank God that did not go anywhere.
They wanted. It was a big joke for a while on the internet. Like even Kurt Angle got into it for a little bit.
Yeah, because it was dumb. It was so dumb.
Yeah, but yeah, Jason Jordan is a what if because he had all the tools. He was right there. But yeah, I'm supposed to go in Chad. Are you going Penta or Chad?
I'm going to go Penta. Hometown curse. Workman's curse, hometown curse, Danhausen curse. A lot of curses going on in WWE.
We're almost going to get to that curse too. Moving on. In the freaking finally, Nick Aldis having his first ever WWE match against Gunther in a story that's actually kind of interestingly built because you're like, well, you got to give Gunther something to do since you're not giving him Brock, not giving him Oba, he's not getting a title shot. So what do you give him? Oh, it's going to bring the former NWA world champion out of retirement to face off against.
This is all I want. One night only.
Magnus. You want the Magnus thing?
I want Magnus. I don't want Nick Aldis. I want Magnus. He was so okay in TNA, but I want Magnus. That's what my body needs.
It's possible. People forget that he was also, I believe he was also featured at the first ever All In. The one that was like the Ring of Honor coded one. Because he was Magnus at that time.
Yeah. NWA champion, TNA world champion. The guy was a made top guy.
Decorated. When he was, especially when he was in peak physical form, not that he isn't now, but when he was like Magnus, what a specimen.
Yeah. Great body, great look.
Yeah, great look.
Total body guy. And he married Mickie James. What a man.
Yeah, the man's winning.
I'm like, you know what? As much as I love Mickie James, I'm like, you know what, Magnus? Good for you.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Magnus. You're talking about a guy who he was on someone's podcast. It was like a WWE sponsored podcast where he was talking about why he accepted the position. He goes,
he could still wrestle. It's not like injured.
He can always still wrestle. He hasn't wrestled in like 3 years, but he wasn't never really seriously injured. But he was like, I accepted the position because that's what they offered me.
Yeah. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, right?
But also, it's a smart business move. I get my foot in the door. If I do well, maybe they'll be like, "Hey, you want to wrestle?" It's not like they don't know who he is.
Michael Kay told a really good story on the Yankees broadcast last night about Phil Rizzuto. When they released Phil Rizzuto, they did him dirty. Like the manager brought him in, was like, "I got to release someone." And it was like, who should we release? Jesus. He's like, this guy? No, can't release that guy. He's like, and they got down a list. He's like, well, there's really no one left. And the manager goes, Phil, we're releasing you. Like,
wow,
what a dick, right? Phil Rizzuto too, like one of the well-known Yankees ever. And Rizzuto told a story years later of how like he was ready to go straight to the media, scorched earth, but he didn't. He retired with grace, and then next year he started year 1 of 40 as a broadcaster for the New York Yankees.
Huh.
So it's this crazy story. So Nick Aldis the same way. It's like, hey man, when you get your dream opportunity, you say yes.
Yeah, exactly. He said, I said yes because that's what they offered me.
And if you say no, burns a bridge, and there's no reason to burn a bridge.
Yeah. And listen, he played the long con essentially, and it worked out for him. He gets his match.
Yeah.
And honestly, for a long time, he was the best GM WWE had.
No, it's the other guy, Pierce. I love Adam Pierce is one of the best ever.
You know what it is? I like Nick Aldis because he wasn't like Pierce was also always seen to me as a pushover. Like he was always easily riled up, easily angered. Where Nick Aldis was kind of smooth, even keeled,
very
all the time.
suave.
Like, he went toe to toe with Roman. And he was like, Roman, you're not gonna phase me.
Yeah, yeah. Madness.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis has like the retired James Bond vibe. Vibrant suits, super suave. Very calm, cool, and collected, doesn't lose his temper, but he can take off that suit and whip your ass.
Yeah.
He's like a retired Bond, or like a Bond undercover or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of
this works
personality
out.
he has. British. So,
yeah. British, great voice.
Great voice.
Great
body, great jawline.
Yeah. Fantastic jawline, my God. But yeah, you don't bring Nick Aldis out of retirement for him to lose. That's like
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
You think he does the job?
Yeah. Gunther's gimmick is the career killer. This is a guy whose career is pretty much over. I think it probably writes Nick Aldis off TV for a long time, honestly. It's the last we're going to see of him for a bit. Why else would they do this? What's going on with Mickie James? What's she doing? Is his contract almost up? Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. I'm surprised we haven't seen Mickie James on WWE TV. Like, I always predicted like she would come on as like his assistant or some shit, but that didn't happen.
I think she has a bad relationship with them.
Understandable.
Not like burned bridges per se, but like she's just like, you know what? They mistreated me, like creatively.
Yeah.
Like, they never knew what to do with Mickie James.
Yeah.
After like 2007, they never knew what to do with her. Yeah,
I think the last time we saw her, she came back as the Knockouts champion.
Yeah.
They gave her Hardcore Country.
Yeah, Hardcore Country. Fucking awesome.
That's because you know what it was? Because that's when they had Carano and Carano sent their stuff in a trash bag.
Yes.
And they kind of owed Mickie James that. And so I understand why, it was kind of like she might be done. You make a convincing argument that Nick Aldis might be written off TV for a while. Maybe his contract's done. Maybe he doesn't want to come back. Maybe he's like legitimately retired.
Maybe he's just taking time off. Like, who knows? But yeah, there's not a chance in hell Nick Aldis wins this match. This guy is known as the career killer. And this guy's coming out of retirement. Okay, you think he's going to win? Good luck. I'll take the point. Thanks.
So Gunther,
if he does win, it's a roll-up.
That's fine.
And that I'm okay with.
A little schoolboy roll-up?
Yeah. And if Nick Aldis gets a schoolboy, that's fine.
I'm going to go Nick Aldis because I
me.
like Nick Aldis. I want to see him a one-time win.
I'll take the point.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Moving on to a match that was, and I shit you not, Will, developed when the cameras went off air on SmackDown on Friday.
Love that.
So essentially, Baron Corbin. By the way, Baron Corbin's back. We didn't announce that last week.
I did know that. I don't know how I knew that, but I saw it somewhere. I'm like, why?
Baron Corbin's back.
Dum 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 dum.
But you know what it is? Because we've talked about how Baron Corbin in this first run was a very underrated person because he was so versatile and he could play any role. And you know what WWE did? Got rid of all of those people. And now we're like, hey, we need somebody who we can plug and play into anything. And then boom, Baron Corbin comes back. Yeah. And unfortunately, he does the worst thing possible is take the United States title championship fight away from someone who probably deserves it. Like, I don't know, Carmelo Hayes. This happens every time to him, and I don't understand it.
Hey, I understand, like, hey, we need a cheap mid-card heel. Fuck. Oh, Baron Corbin. Great. We use him for 3 months and dump him. Like literally, we'll use him for a little bit until someone comes back or is like whatever, and then he's gonna be released. He's gonna be gone within a year. He's like like an MLB does a trade deadline. They call them the rentals.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's a rental. And so it's like that match with Carmelo Hayes is right there.
Yeah, right there. Like the same thing for WrestleMania. I was like, hey, that match with Carmelo Hayes is right there. No, we're gonna go with some. What?
I don't even remember who they went with.
Trick beat Trick won at Mania. I forgot
Sami?
who he beat. I don't remember. I gotta look at the Mania card again. I forgot.
I think he beat Sami.
I remember Trick winning and that being a big thing. Because that's when he was like hot. It was Sami.
Yeah, it was Sami.
Because it did Gingerbread Man.
That's right.
It was Gingerbread Man. It was so good.
You know what? At least it was short. 3 weeks. That's all it was. I mean, remember
the Gingerbread Man funeral and they CGI'd him in all the major wrestling moments?
I mean, it's stupid. But it's so close to being wrestling stupid. It's just I'm not quite there. I'm like 75% of the way there.
Yeah. Honestly, Trick has done nothing but still remain relevant and absolutely ridiculous in his heel face character. So I'm going with Trick.
Yeah, of course.
The only thing that could happen here is does Baron Corbin hit the end of days? Because there's only been one person in history to kick out of the end of days, and that was Drew McIntyre, who is also not around right now either.
That's a great question.
Because Baron Corbin went almost a decade without anybody kicking out of the end of days.
You know what? Because they never mentioned it.
Until Drew kicked it out at WrestleMania.
Until Drew kicked out. Corey Graves is like, guys, I think, you know what? I bet like Corey Graves was the only person who knew that.
But outside of Baron Corbin.
And like, it's just something he noticed and it's like made a mental note to say live on TV. And it just took 10 years to happen.
Yeah.
That was a nuts wrestling stat that was just pointed out, like when it happened.
Yeah, because Baron Corbin was like, because they asked him a story about like what would he rather have, like a long title run and no one kicking out of my finisher. He's like, no one kicking out of my finisher.
I mean, yeah, as long as like they mention it and it's relevant. It's like I understand where he's coming from, but it only matters
if you bring it up.
If it's used. Yeah. It was never used. So it's like cool.
Until he kicked out of until Drew kicked out of it.
Yeah, until kicked out of it. So yeah, I say Trick kicks out of it because now it's like, okay, now it's just a finishing move. He's a rental. He's a rental, Ricky. You're not investing in Baron Corbin.
You never know. He could become Constable. He could become, broke Corbin or happy Corbin. Listen, the man's got range.
The man does have range. And here's the thing. The thing is, like, we watched that that match on NXT, the WrestleMania weekend, and you're like, how the fuck did Baron Corbin pull that out of his ass?
Oh, the tag match.
The tag match. He was great.
The tag match on Stand and Deliver, yeah.
Yeah, like he was like noticeably good. It's not just like, wow, look at these 3 acrobats and Baron Corbin. It's, wow, look at Baron Corbin and these 3 acrobats.
Exactly, yeah. He's an underrated performer. That's definitely the case with Baron Corbin, but I think he does the job here. Hopefully he does the job here. And then we can get Carmelo to probably not get a match at SummerSlam. Or it's not SummerSlam, or Survivor Series, because that's what's going to happen for some odd freaking reason. Anywho, moving on to probably your bathroom break. These 6-man tag match, the Usos and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo Sikoa, who was on the I Hate My Family train. And after watching Raw, something makes you believe Solo's turning and joining the Bloodline because they will not let the Bloodline die.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And I here's the thing. I like LA Knight right now. I never thought I would say that because LA Knight's always like, yeah, I've always liked LA Knight, but not like, no, give this man a push, LA Knight. And right now I'm like, you know what? LA Knight is doing something memorable every time I see him on TV.
He's totally screwing up the storyline.
He's doing like whatever his role is, he is doing a very good job. And if he doesn't have a role, he's doing an even better job of creating one. So that being said, he's losing. He's probably taking the pin.
Maybe, or Royce Keys takes the pin. But I like the idea of they've invested so much in Royce Keys. They brought him around really slowly. I was like, and this is his first big match. I was like, you got to give him a win, right?
That's why he doesn't eat the pin.
That is a win in and of itself.
Yeah, especially if Solo turns. Like a Solo needs to go and feud with someone, and that's going to be LA Knight 1-on-1 or 1-on-4, whatever the fuck. But Solo's also on SmackDown.
Yes.
What are we doing here?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go with LA Knight and Company, even though my mind says they're Solo's turning.
Yeah, Usos and Fatu Bloodline.
Yeah, the Bloodline 3.0 at this point.
It's just this is dumb. This is really dumb.
Oh, you just wait, because here's what we're going to talk about next. We have Danhausen versus Dominik Mysterio.
I didn't know about this match.
Dominik Mysterio.
I can't wait.
So apparently, as the lore goes, Danhausen stole 100,000 human monies from Dominik Mysterio, and Dominik Mysterio wants it back. It's been this back and forth. They played it up in Saturday Night's Main Event. All of this stuff. So last night on Raw, as we're recording here on Tuesday, last night on Raw, Danhausen had a concert with Joe Hendry. So they had the song was called "I Believe You Are Cursed" or whatever. They brought out the LA Clippers dancers. It was a whole giant party, and then
believe you are cursed,
something like that. And then it's honestly a really piss poor segment. All of a sudden, Ryan Garcia, famed boxer for all the wrong reasons, Ryan Garcia attacks Joe Hendry, aligns himself with the Judgment Day, and beats up. Also, the mini Hausens were also in attendance as well during this hodgepodge of a segment. Beats him all up with the Judgment Day. So yeah, Ryan Garcia, if you don't know why he's a pretty polarizing and figure, especially in the world of boxing, you should look up his rant that he did drunk once. He says he's a member of the 3K organization. Anywho.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about the Clan. You can tell in the post show.
Yeah. So
not a personal story. It's just like a funny happenstance.
Yeah. So after that, Danhausen, the mini houses are trying to heal backstage, and Adam Pearce goes Danhausen's like, you're right, and Danhausen's like, Pearce is like, you've got to end this at SummerSlam. And Danhausen says this. Because Pearce is like, when is it going to end? He goes, we're going to end it at SummerSlam because I want a different match with Dominik Mysterio. He says, I want a human monies on a pole match. Yes.
Okay.
It is it is. We have gone to Vince Russo levels of WCW.
Let's see what they can do. This has to be a rib.
No,
like I'm saying, like someone in this match is getting ribbed.
I hope.
You know what? We want to say, Dom, we like you so much. We think you could do anything. This is a giant test for you. If you get this over, we'll give you a world title shot down the line. Like, this has to be a rib.
I don't know.
To French's point, though, it is very it's very on brand for Danhausen. That's why it's going to work.
Yes. So it has officially come from a singles match to a human monies on a pole match. And my God. Just
the only thing that's missing is brought to you by Wingstop match.
You never know. All of SummerSlam is sponsored by Wingstop, Chase Freedom, and Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah,
which, by the way,
I said Wingstop.
The revamped Halo came out today, and I need to play that once we get off.
Oh, because you've never played. You've always had PlayStation. Yeah,
No. I've always had Xbox. I played all the Halos, but now they re-released Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah,
on the original one.
Evolved. God.
Well, because there's 3 new levels.
Yeah. Okay. Halo's dead, bro. Halo's been dead for a long time.
Now, when it's on PlayStation, you can do the co-op campaign.
Oh, now you can finally do co-op. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm almost done with. I'm almost done with the Halo series, the television show.
I didn't know that.
Which is what it is.
I remember the people hated that TV show.
Season 1 was fine. They stretched it with season 2.
Oh, good God.
It kind of gets weird. But overall, action-wise, fantastic. Recreation of all the suits and stuff, beautiful. Storyline, kind of weird. Because they tried to do their own thing, and then someone should have been like, hey, guys, we have 5 games that give you the storyline. Just do that. But they didn't. Be it as it may, yes, Danhausen, Dominik Mysterio, human monies on a pole match. Just give it the freaking Danhausen at this point. I don't care.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Just give it to Danhausen. The guy's a money-making goddamn machine. I see no reason not to give it to Danhausen. Guys, you're freaking John Cena. 2 more matches on this card right now as we go through this. This is the number 1 contenders match for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
Who do you want to see? CM Punk beat next? Sami Zayn.
For the 1,000th time. Or Finn Balor. And honestly, I'm going Finn. My official thing is I'm going Finn for this. Number 1, you made a big hoopla of him moving away from Judgment Day so he can go solo again. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, he's so much happier now that he's away from Judgment Day. He's got his old entrance back. He's got his old music back. He doesn't have to dress like a douche anymore. Like, this match is presented by Super Troopers 3, so this might be funny as hell. I gotta go Finn. Sami being angry for not getting opportunities and losing the opportunities he gets, I think is perfect for his character right now. Finn is somebody that they've never really got behind, especially after he dislocated the shoulder.
Mm.
Which is an unfortunate thing for him. And like, he's won titles and stuff before. He's been in big matches, but they never really trusted him on a more of a main event scene, except when he went back to NXT and did Prince Balor, and that motherfucker was amazing.
Cool guy Finn.
Yeah. Cool guy Finn. Yes. Cool guy Finn was great. But I think you can integrate cool guy Finn again. Like, if Punk is going to be if Punk wins, for instance, and he's your face, turn Finn heel. Punk can be like, Finn, I've followed your career for so long. You're great, but you don't have it anymore. Like, you don't have that killer instinct or whatever.
Well, I mean, there is there a story left over with Punk and Finn? Because
I don't think they have a story to begin with.
They did, because Punk beat Finn when Punk was world champion. And that started Finn moving away from Judgment Day. Because he wanted to do it on his own, and the Judgment Day kept getting involved, and he got mad.
Yeah.
So there was a story with Punk and Finn when Punk was world champion on Raw. So do you want to do that again? Or because you also just put Sami in the main event picture to take it out of him, take him out of it. So you got to give him that title program. Like, he's not the champion, but you still have to give him the program. And I think that's why he does maybe a 2 or 3 month thing with Punk.
But the thing is, we already had Punk and Sami because Punk took it off of Sami.
Yeah, but that was like a surprise thing, though. That wasn't built up. That was just a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
I think Punk Sami is the way to go.
I still like Punk Finn. But either way, it's not bad because, like, you're going to get a good program out of either of them.
Yeah, agreed.
So these guys are freaking vets. So it's
Cody Finn would be interesting, though.
We've never seen that matchup either.
Especially if Cody's a heel.
You also have 2 former leaders of the Bullet Club.
That's what I mean. Like, that is something they can now talk about by name, and people go, "Oh," because nothing to do with AEW, and it's dead.
The Bullet Club is officially disbanded. There is no more Bullet Club. Yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
So, like, Cody
That's
Finn.
a good one.
Cody Finn.
That's a good one.
Cody Finn, if done properly, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Because you know what the promo would be if I was Finn and if they run that program? Finn can be like, "You ruined what I created."
Yeah,
easy.
You were the beginning of the end for the Bullet Club.
Yeah, you ruined what I created.
Not really.
When they became the Elite, that's what ruined it. When they started doing subsections within the Bullet Club, I was like, guys, why don't you just be Bullet Club? But I think Finn being the creator of the Bullet Club, and Finn living in Cody living in Finn's legacy from a Bullet Club standpoint is a great story.
Yeah.
It's
Cody Finn is very interesting if done right.
Mm-hmm.
And you need one of them to be a mega heel and Finn just turn babyface.
Yeah. So, but if Finn taps into like that Bullet Club Finn, he's already the mega heel that you need.
If you just turn him face, though, you don't want to turn him heel again.
That's true. That's very, very true. So let's see what happens. So you're going to Fish, still Fisher going with Sami?
Yeah.
Okay. Final match on this card, folks. We do have Fatal Influence, the brand new women's tag team champions. Fatal Influence, which is the Lainey Reed and Fallon Henley. JC Jane, who is, goddammit, JC Jane is a future world champion. I don't know what it is, but once she got to the main roster, something clicked.
Yeah, she turned it on.
Something clicked.
The big lights were like, you know what it is? Bigger stage. Some people just thrive on a bigger stage.
Mm-hmm.
Just that you hit that stride, the confidence hits, and that's it. That's all. It's just something like this. It's definitely mindset. The talent was always there. The one thing missing was mindset.
Yeah, Bacon and she's on a pole match. Thank you, Wade. Yeah,
thank you, Wade.
She's got it. She's got the thing. Nikki Bella returned on SmackDown, and she was like, "Hey, guess what? I'm back, and we're going to do a 6-woman tag match." That's pretty much what happened.
I would love to see Nikki turn on Brie again.
I wish you died in the womb.
Yeah, I'd love it. I would fucking love it. I don't think we're going to get it, but I would love it.
No, not at all. Not at all. Nikki has come out publicly and said she's in the twilight of her career, and she's not long before she goes away permanently.
But she's a better heel.
She is a fantastic heel.
Brie is a better babyface.
Correct.
Paige is better singles. Paige needs a singles run. She's being wasted. Paige is being wasted.
Yeah, she was the rental for the Bella Twins for a while because Nikki got hurt.
Yeah,
essentially. And I think Nikki
coming to do her own thing.
Nikki coming back frees Paige to do whatever she wants.
Yes.
Hopefully,
the original plans.
Yeah, it's interesting to say Nikki being a better.
Woods left WWE.
It is interesting to say that Nikki Bella is a better heel because I always thought a missed opportunity was when it was a SummerSlam where Cena got squashed. Not when Cena got squashed, sorry. When Randy cashed in on Daniel Bryan.
2013.
That was Randy cashed in, you created the Authority. Nikki should have been the female of the Authority. She turned on Brie that night to help Stephanie. Oh, yeah. It was set up perfectly for her to join the Authority.
They did that really well.
It was set up perfectly.
Then you have to mix her in a storyline. That's the only problem. How do you keep her relevant in that main event storyline?
Fair enough, because the women's division wasn't as strong as it was.
Yeah.
As it is now.
Even if you did have her completely on her own, like she needs a reason to be on screen with Stephanie and Triple H and Randy Orton in the background. She's just there. Like that is conceptually, I think it fits. But it just creates more challenges, more players on the board. And then it takes away from Stephanie. She's that badass lady figure.
And Corporate Kane.
Don't
forget Corporate Kane.
Oh my God, Corporate Kane. That's right.
Corporate
Then
Glenn.
Seth, eventually Seth, and then J&J. J&J Security.
Security. Oh, J&J Security. Beaver doesn't make the Bella Twins are winning. Come on. It's SummerSlam. It's ESPN. You're getting the Bella Twins to win. There's no titles on the line. Fatal Influence. Don't get them mixed with Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's definitely exactly what I'm doing. Just for that, no, you're right. Bella Twins and Paige.
Yeah.
A nice Here Come the Women match on ESPN.
Exactly. That is pending they show a women's match on ESPN because WrestleMania, they didn't. Oh, no, they did. They did. They gave us the Paige return.
Yeah.
On Mania. But, this is nice, Saturday, ESPN. Here come the women. Kick off a show.
Here they come, man.
So, here come the women. Even though there's a good amount of women on this card, you have 6 here. You have another 5 or 6 in the ladder match, and then you have the Io and Liv. So it's a pretty balanced card. Looking at the card as a whole, we have on night 1, Punk, Cody, Oba, Brock, Nick Aldis, Gunther, Io, Liv, Usos. So we have the 2 six people tag matches on night 1. So your Fatal Influence and the Bella Twins, and then the Usos versus Keys and LA Knight are probably going to be your ESPN matches. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, most likely.
Night 2, you have Roman Seth. You have the Interim WWE Championship ladder match. Finn versus Sami. Human Money's on a pole match. God. Penta versus Gable. And Chick versus Corbin on night 2. So honestly, it's pretty well balanced. Surprisingly enough.
Oh, man.
What do you think? What are you looking at?
I think night 1's better. Night 2 is very top heavy. I was trying to think, okay, cut, make this one night.
You're cutting Human Money's on the pole. You're cutting the number 1 contender.
Yep. I think you're cutting U.S.
And you're
title.
cutting the 2. No, I think you keep the U.S. title because I would cut the 6. I would cut both the 6 people tag matches.
6 people tag. Okay, so let's cut those 2.
So you're cutting out.
Danhausen.
So you're cutting out 2. You're cutting out 2 here. You're cutting out 2 on night 1. You're cutting out 2 on night 2. So you get in 1, 2, 3. You get an 8 match card in one night.
Okay.
I think you're good.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I can fuck with that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you cut out the bottom, if you cut the bottom in this graphic, you cut out the bottom ones in night 1 and the middle and the middle night 2. You got a really solid card.
Yeah, I agree. It's 4 matches. It's 4 matches too long.
Yeah.
For one card. Yeah.
For one card, yeah. Yeah. If this is one night and you eliminate, like you said, you eliminate those 4 matches, it's a great card. You got compelling singles matches, compelling matches with gimmicks that are singles matches, and you got quality championship matches all across the board on an 8-match card.
Yeah, I like that. So that being said, I'm giving this a 7.
As we rate this card. Yeah, I have.
You got to rate it what it is, not what it should be.
Very true. I don't know how this is going to be because you not only do you have the fact that this seems like it's just emergency booked a lot of it, you also have the fact that they're not selling.
Yeah.
Like they're not selling. And that it's a shame because number one, that's a gorgeous stadium that you can get really creative with. And you can barely sell half of the amount of seats that you can fill that arena with.
It's the state of the business, man. I mean, AEW is selling well though, right?
They're selling well. It's the state of the TKO takeover of WWE where TKO's like, oh, you guys sell stadiums all the time. We can do stadiums all the time. And like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some events you can do stadiums all the time. And SummerSlam, ironically, was getting there. Like last year when we were at MetLife, it's a great crowd.
Yeah, great show too.
Great show, great crowd.
They could have turned the fat and made it one night. I think 2 night SummerSlam, it's a mistake.
It is. It doesn't sound like we saw it in Cleveland. We saw it at MetLife as well. Even though they were good crowds, they're not packing. Like we saw it in Nashville when they first started doing it. Yeah. They started doing the stadium stuff.
Packing.
They're not packing as well as they thought they would, and that's fine. There are some shows that, and when you look at all of them, could SummerSlam have been a stadium show? Yeah. Even though SummerSlam is supposed to be your second biggest show of the year, the Royal Rumble would sell out a stadium. One night Rumble.
Royal Rumble is still only one night.
And it should stay that way. The Royal Rumble would sell out a stadium in a night, like a one night Rumble show.
I think 2 nights would also sell out though.
It is, yeah. And we've talked about would a 2-night Rumble work.
It would.
And
I think it would work better than.
My concern is like who do people show up for what's Rumble for? Like we all know as marks, the women's Rumble is better.
Yeah, but as fans, is women's going to sell out? Yeah,
the women going to sell. That's always been my concern.
Oh, God, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think even if you're wrong, WWE is not in a position where they're comfortable taking that risk.
I agree. Yeah,
because they can chant the equality and the women's movement all they want, but when push comes to shove, I still don't think
they're not going to push them. Yeah, they're not going to push them at all.
And are they right? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those things, but I like, it's like there are some shows that could be 2 nights. WrestleMania deserved 2 nights after a while.
Yeah.
You know, SummerSlam, I don't think has gotten there just yet.
SummerSlam on paper, it's not a bad idea though. It's summertime, like.
Yeah, you should be able to get more people out.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just lower the prices and fucking let people bring their kids. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, and when they lowered the price for SummerSlam, they got a surge in people buying tickets. You know, but that's my concern with Slam, which is a shame because, again, it's also an enclosed stadium. Like, it's perfect weather conditions. It's a dome stadium. It's a roof on the stadium.
Yeah, it's air conditioned.
It's air conditioned. There shouldn't, and it's also, you're also in the northern part of the U.S.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that hot.
Yeah.
Compared to down here. You know, so I'm going to be interested to see what the crowd is and if there is a kind of a lack of a crowd. I think they're at 30,000, which is still really low for a stadium show.
They can shoot around it.
Yeah, I want to see how they shoot. I want to see how they shoot the space. I really want to see how they shoot the space. They don't really have they don't have the comfort of nighttime and blacking out stuff. Like when it got nighttime in SummerSlam, seems like it's a crazy crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't, I just hope they don't light it up too much like they did WrestleMania. Like my big concern with WrestleMania was too well lit.
Yeah, that was. At times, it looked better as the show went on. Like
as the sun went down.
It was like, yo, those main events
nice.
Really
good.
Especially
Yeah.
with the color contrast. With like the blue and the red, night one and night two.
I think night one was orangey and then night two was blue.
Bluish. Yeah, that. It felt like two very different shows, which I think worked in its favor. It's just the problem was the problem was just the length of the matches and the ads.
Yeah.
They were so close.
Yes.
So close.
That much. So, but yeah, anywho, that is all we have for this week in the world of wrestling. Is there anything that we missed? I don't think we missed anything.
No. Yeah. I don't think so.
I think we're good. And then this is the last PLE pay-per-view for a while until the end of the month when we get AEW All In, which is looking to be a pretty wild show.
Yeah.
Of all the matches that are set up right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Mercedes Willow is going to be great. Bucks versus Cage and Cope dream match. Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega.
Works for me.
It's hard to beat that main event.
Yeah.
Like WWE's main event of their biggest show was Roman Punk. And AEW is countering with Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. That's good. That's real good. It's real good. Speaking of which, Painmaker Jericho won.
Nice.
You know how he won? He almost took a power drill to Ciampa's head, and then they called the match.
Told you Ciampa was this. Did I pick Ciampa or Jericho? I don't remember.
I forgot who you picked. I'll have to double check.
I think I went with Jericho, and you talked me into Ciampa.
I might have.
That's usually what happens.
I might have. I'm all about giving the newbie person a chance. I'm like, does Jericho need this win? But
no,
he came back as Painmaker.
Jericho need to do anything? No.
Oh,
so what if I think Fred shared it in the Discord this morning or yesterday? It's like there's a new AEW show called Rebel Heart or something.
Oh, but yeah, the new event called Rebel Heart for
Dynamite.
Yeah, it's a special Dynamite
TV
for
special.
It's a TV special for Tanea or whatever. I forgot what her name is.
Tennille?
Not Tanea. It's Rebel Tanea because she got ALS.
Oh. I was thinking Johnny Gargano.
No. I was thinking Johnny too, but when I read, I was like, oh, this is for Rebel Tanea or something. It's like her wrestling name. And it's to help raise money because they brought back the Ice Bucket Challenge for her.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, because she has ALS and that's
Lou Gehrig's disease is a tough one.
It's not something you recover from.
No, that is probably that's probably one. That and Alzheimer's probably two of the worst ways to go.
Yeah, so they're doing that to raise money for her. Which hell yeah, so good for them and good for them. Good for them and good for TotaCon. I was thinking the same thing you said when I first said. I was like, oh, they got Johnny. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, they got Johnny. But Johnny might be staying for a while if he ever stops planking. Be it as it may, folks, we're going to stop planking and we're going to officially get out of here for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 450, Just Vibes. Because honestly, SummerSlam is just vibing as best as they can with their low ticket sales and their makeshift match card. I've been your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me on Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media outlets. Like, share, subscribe. The links to all of that are in the description below or in this QR code that is right above my head in the corner. Good job, Will. Good job at pointing. That is links to all of our social media sites and some of our fantastic merch, with some of it I am wearing right now. If you are listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the Common Wrestling Podcast. And follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio everywhere else on the social media. So SummerSlam is this weekend. We're going to do the fallout from that into the fall season. And then in a couple of weeks, with, I believe, a special guest that I believe is still going to be coming, we are going to do AEW's All In and try to figure out how we're going to fill out the rest of August. Until then, we'll figure it out. We'll tear a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, all we have is hopes and vibes, especially me when I'm watching the Yankees. We are winning 3-0, Brian, riding the season on hopes and vibes. And both are low. So we will see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for very much for 450 episodes. I still like doing this podcast because it is not work. It is just fun. It is a chance for me to fuck around on the internet and hang out with my friends. So thank you for letting me do that for all of these years and all of these years moving forward. Because, having like a career in podcasting is bizarre. So I'm glad I still have an outlet where I just don't need to worry about a job.
Yeah, that's very true. Also, by the way, real quick, I did confirm it after we got off air last week. Smiley's coming back.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
It was an automatic yes from her when I talked about All Out and Worlds Collide in Chicago. She's like, she's like, there's a bear shit in the woods. I'm coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the show.
Fuck yeah, one of my favorites.
So we are going to get Smiley back in the early parts of September or in mid-September, whenever All Out and Worlds Collide is, or October, I think, at this point. Who the hell knows? I don't know the wrestling schedule at this point in time, but we got some guests coming down the road, and hopefully SummerSlam surprises me, but thank God it's going to be at 6 p.m. so I don't have to waste an entire night watching wrestling like I used to. So until the next time we meet, folks, goodbye. Good night. We'll see you soon. And fuck you, Slack.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. For the it's not the 450th time, but we're getting there. But yeah, fuck you, Slack. We'll see you soon. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.